Before the game, as you're setting up, you don't put your headset on immediately.
Yeah.
So we're just like standing there. We don't really want to talk about the game while they're right there. Yeah. So I was just like, I looked at Busio and Masu were in front of me. So I was like, it's been raining a lot these days, huh? we're like in a conversational distance, you know, like we're right there. So I was just.
This chair's broken.
Oh, really? They gave us a second tier of everything.
I know, man. Like, they put you guys into the gulag.
The closet,
yeah. Here's the extra chair. Watch out for the rusty nail.
Don't care about the rat sounds coming from.
Let's start there. What was it like being in like season 2, season 3 of LCS, where you're just like right in front of each other? Did it change anything?
Not for the game. Like as soon as the game starts in or like gets going, you're just locked in, right? But before the game, as you're setting up, you don't put your headset on immediately. Yeah. So we're just like standing there. We don't really want to talk about the game while they're right there. Yeah. So I was just like, I looked at Busio and Masu were in front of me. So I was like, it's been raining a lot these days, huh? we're like in a conversational distance, you know, like we're right there. So I was just, you know, making conversation.
How close is it? So the camera right now is about 6 feet away. Are they to like the door? Like how far? How far?
It's like like I'm sitting here, and my desk is like this long. Yeah. And then their desk starts even a bit closer than the door is.
Oh my god! Like, it's like 10 feet.
It's like one blabber between the desks. Approximately one blabber.
So half a blabber for the desk, one blabber space between. So it's 2 blabber spaces.
2 blabbers. We can go with 2 blabbers.
Which is about 10 feet. Blabbers about 5 feet tall. The break. Everyone's gonna ask about it. I know Jad asked about it a little bit, but what was the biggest thing that you think that you fixed?
Oh, well, to be honest, after this week's scrims, I didn't know if we were fixed or not. Because I'd say the last week and the week before that, we were doing a lot better in scrims, and we were fixing a lot of stuff and being more consistent. Yeah. But then this week happened, and it wasn't like all that bad, but we weren't doing as well as we were doing before that. So I was like, shit. Like we really need to get these wins, right? And we're like a bit shaky. So I wasn't that confident going to the game, but then we got basically every champ we wanted in draft. We were pretty happy with how it went. We did a very good job of like recognizing what they want to do in the game, what we want to do. And we had a really, really good call. I think it was Blabber Berserker about fighting the Maokai on the Krugs. When they invaded, they split the map. We went to fight him so he can't get level 3. I think if we don't do that, we get double killed on the 4-wave stack on bot, and then the game looks way, way different. Yeah. But we did a really, really good job at recognizing they want to do that and stopping it.
Is that something that you recognize in practice this week, or is that something that you just know given the experience that you've had?
It's something that we know, but it's also something that we did in scrims like it might be a month ago now, but it happened one time that we had to do that. Like we tried it, we did it. We're like, oh shit, that was super good. Yeah. And then I think Blabber remembered that we did that, and he was like, oh, you guys should do that, because we saw very early they were going to split the map, and we had plenty of time to.
Yeah. Reason being is because when you bring up scrims and scrim results, before the break, your scrims are going well, results weren't there. This week you're like, scrims feel a little shaky, and we just beat the #1 team. After the fact, and you get your results back, what is the through line? What is the success of your scrim other than winning or losing the scrim? Is it we practice the plays, like what you said, we got in the draft, but like from an execution standpoint, what are you taking away from scrims even if you're losing the game?
It was reps. I think like we had a really, really good idea of what we wanted to do early game. Like we've been owning a lot on like how to play around the grubs, jungle clear, how lanes should play accordingly to that. Like if you can involve yourself, that kind of thing. So like we go through the checklist before the game, in the game, we update it if anything changes. I think we're really good at that now. Well, getting better. We're better at that.
We won, so we're really good at
We're the best team in the world now, you know. But yeah, I think reps.
Are those reps because of new patch, new game, or are the reps new team, new environment?
I think new patch, like the fact that grubs is an entirely new thing. At the beginning, people thought they were really OP, and then you would send the whole team there, and then your balling would get dove, and then GG. Yeah. After that, people were like, okay, they're useless if you can, can I swear? Fuck the enemy balling. Yeah. And then, like, I think grubs are pretty strong, but you should never do them at the expense of someone else, right? So it's just about like making sure you can't get screwed when you do go for them, because you do want to secure them. We're figuring that out, and also, like, it's not that much of a new team, but still, like, we have so many voices in the game. Even today, like blah 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 blah. Yeah. Also, I should have asked the ref to turn myself up because I could barely hear my own voice. Usually, when you're on stage, you get the feedback, and it was very quiet. So for some reason, every time I talked, I wasn't sure if my teammates were hearing it, so I was like, I would like say it again, because like if it's something like, for example, I was calling arrows, like, yo, Jojo, he has arrow, and then someone else is already blah blah blahing at the same time, so I'm like saying it again to make sure he doesn't get headshot and die.
Did anyone say like, I heard you or shut up?
Yeah, they would say that's something we've developed in scrims too, or like we've been trying to do more, like heard or I got you, okay Phil, like calling names and saying heard, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of the game, I was like, can you guys hear me? I feel because the feedback was so fucking low. I was like, this isn't. Yeah. Next time I'll ask the ref.
The documentary came out, Cloud9 going back to the old school, like behind the scenes kind of, you know, follow along with the season. One thing I noticed was that it felt like the JoJo and Vulcan apology tour. Can you please explain to me why they didn't have Berserker, Blabber, or Fudge in that first one and only you two apologizing for it? Sorry guys, we joined the team. I promise, it's not us. Like, did you feel that or notice that?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, we were the only two people they filmed for like that documentary, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're fucking scapegoating us, huh?
Yeah, that's what
Canadians. What is this? Yeah. Sorry, I guess that's what it was. We're the Canadians. We had to say sorry because we sucked.
There we go. That's it.
Everyone knows
in your
Canadians.
nature.
Yeah.
That's it.
There you go.
All right. That's all I had, man. Thanks for the interview. Anything you want to say to the Cloud9 fans after this 5-5 win?
I got 4 goals and 2 assists on Wednesday. That's riffing so hard.
It was very frustrating.
Yeah.
Also, Fudge is super fast.
He's really good.
I'm so surprised. Fudge is very fast. He lost the weight. He's been eating salmon nonstop, and he's very fast.
He was my dark horse pick. He was smurfing because it's like a big guy, put him center back, and he was controlling the ball also.
Yeah, for those of you at home that don't know, we do a draft. We do a player draft, and so like a lot of us have been coming back and forth. And I was on a 2-game winning streak. Yeah. I lose all the time, but this year I hadn't lost yet. You picked me, and then the teams were unbalanced, so I had to switch over to Sharks, coach of IMT, and we got killed.
Yeah,
it was close. It was 6-4.
So it's not bad. It's like 7-4.
Okay.
7. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'll see you Wednesday. Congrats on the win, man. All right. See you guys.
See ya.
That was a good one.
Nice. That was fun.
Yeah.